What is the most memorable scene that you've ever seen? What is the most memorable scene that you've ever acted or seen that affected you emotionally the most? You know what? It's always those scenes when you have a really, really long storyline and then you have to say goodbye to that character. Like when Carly and I went through all that stuff in the beginning, and then it was so emotional when I was in Lisa's penthouse. Remember that Lisa's penthouse? I was screaming at her. It was just, it rips you apart inside because like, I gotta do these scenes, and I'm not gonna see you for like a month because the writers are gonna keep us away. So there's that between Jack and Carly, and there's also that between I think Michael and Maura. And the same thing happened when in Reed's office with Julia. That was very, I mean, that was even more emotional because it was, you know, you get so emotional that your throat tenses up and your mouth gets all dry, and but you actually feel you feel something physically when you have to do those kind of scenes. So at least I do. Describe the ultimate family Thanksgiving. Where? Who would be there? What would you eat? I think I'd have. I think I'd be eating sushi. No, you know, it's traditional. It'd be extremely traditional, and my family would all be there, and it would be, you know what? It would be in a place where no one would have to cook, because that's always a problem. You know, that's always a problem. But there would be a kitchen there because that's the best place to hang out. It's in the kitchen because I'm from a very Italian family, and I was brought up Italian, so you have to be hanging out in the kitchen and. Oh, okay, good. So that's where it would be. But I don't know who would be doing the cooking, but all my family would be there, my very close friends, and it'd be a big deal. And the press would be there, and, and Jim Warren taking pictures. Jim Warren, you got dressed up for today. See that? Anyway. Oh, describe the ultimate fan. Oh, sorry, I said that. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one of my favorite movies, too. What is your favorite line from that movie? Springtime, the only pretty ring time, birds sing, a ding, a ding, sweet love, birds love, the spring. That's it. That's my favorite of all lines. Oh, besides, we are the weavers of dreams, and we are the, what is it? Everybody know that? We are the music makers. And we are the dreamer of dreams. I think it's something like that. That's another one of my favorite ones. Whatever happened to Detective Guzman? Guzman went on leave. No, I'm sorry, Guzman. We're saying, hey, Guzman, come over here.
Michael, that's Guzman.
Well, what did I say?
You said Guzman.
Well, what is it again?
Guzman.
I'm sorry. I'm really not understanding the difference.
Guzman and Guzman.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, Detective Guzman. He is the actor who played him, Robert. He had his own production company in L.A. and he was doing all these independent films. So I think he threw himself into his production company, and he's prospering in L.A. So, you know, we always love to see that happen with people who are actually, you know what? People who are extras usually end up landing roles, and you're like, oh, I know that person. Oh my God, he was Guzman. Guzman. Are you working on any plays? Oh, Kathy. Who asked me that?
Over here.
Okay. You know, I would love to be working on a play right now, especially with, you know, the downtime that I'm having. And unfortunately, a lot of things didn't work out that I wanted to work out, and that's the nature of the business. And the reason I did Little Me, let me tell you, was because number one, I wanted to do it so bad, and the director wanted me to do it so bad. So when you have that kind of love fest going on, it's hard to turn down a show. And Robbie Marshall, I've always wanted to work with him. When I heard Martin Short was attached to it, I really, really, really wanted to do that, and I just thought it was a dream. But a couple things were in the works, and I was too young for one, and I wasn't Latino enough for the other. So there's some things you can't help. Will you be at the Daytime Emmys in the spring? in February, or in what? In LA. Oh, in LA. If you need a place to stay, Okay. I said I was really family oriented, so all of my family will be coming over. No, I'm assuming we'll be going to the daytime Emmys are in LA this year. No. Oh, the soap opera. You know what? From what I understand, I was nominated for Soap Opera Digest Award 2 years in a row, and unfortunately, they try not to nominate and thank people 3 years in a row. So, is it in LA or is it in Las Vegas?
That remains to be seen.
That remains to be seen. Well, there's a lot of hubbub about it being in Las Vegas. Lori, you have a question? It says in the spring. February's not in the spring. Well, there you go. The voice of reason once again. See what I mean? You have to go to this audition. You have to. See? What are your phobias? Okay, I really don't have any. My phobias are being, I need to be loved. A lot of love. No, I don't really have any phobias. Lori, do I have any phobias? No, I don't. Well, I guess I don't. Because I have such a great support group around me all the time with my family and my wonderful wife, and I know I'm beating that into the ground, but that's just, it's an amazing foundation that I had, and I've been very fortunate. If you could be any animal, what would you be and why? I'll tell you. I'd be either lion or moo, or what else did he do? Quack, quack, quack. Or hop, 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 which is a frog, a bunny, you figure it out. Whatever, I'm going to be the animal that my son chooses at that particular moment. Last year I got to tell you, he was the cutest little lion for Halloween, and this year he's going to be a monkey, and it's too much. But that's the animal I would be, I guess. Well, what is your prediction for the game in Fenway Park today? Well, okay, the Red Sox have to win one game, and I think the Yankees might be putting in. They might take an extra day rest because I think Pedro is he's the best pitcher on the planet right now. So I mean, you just gotta. They'll lose by 1 run, they'll lose by 2 runs. It doesn't matter. I think they might have a tough time of it. But Clemens, he just turns on in the postseason. You might be surprised, people from Boston. Will Jack and Julia remain good friends? I think they will. I don't know. It's sort of, Chris came on and said, listen, we're going to get rid of the Jack and Julia and Jack and Carly thing. We're going to figure it out. And then all of a sudden, Jack and Julia are not in any scenes together at all. So, and then they're stranded on some island or whatever. So Jake and Julia. So I don't know what's going to happen with Jack and Julia, but it's really disheartening. What's that? Oh, they are. Yeah. Well, did you guys see what happened where they were? Oh, it was the end of okay, so I can't tell you where they are. Anyway. Yeah, you could have said, yeah, we heard, and then I would have told you. Yeah, so they sort of they just dropped the whole thing, and I don't know how I feel about that, and I really don't want to comment. Will Jack always be, there it is. We got a couple more? No, one right here. How far in advance are storylines decided on? When you have a new writer change, it takes a while to get in the flow of things, and especially executive producer change. It's just everything is, for a while there, was totally up in the air. That's why we took a couple weeks off, and they decided what they wanted to do, and then of course 3 cast members get pregnant, and then you have to reevaluate what you're going to do. So I mean, just bear with the show right now. It's very hard, it's a very hard and very stressful job for everyone involved in the production right now. I mean, even on P&G's end, having a show be canceled and seeing this passions being put on, it's so disheartening. But I gotta tell you, just bear with everything, and And I'm sure you guys will be happy. All right? Thank you so much. What am I doing? Anything? I'm gonna act a scene right now with Kayla and Vicky while they're doing that, and I'm gonna run one person scene.
Okay.
It's a one person scene. Here you go. Here, come on up here. Jack and Julia.
Okay. I can see Julia.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh, is it? What's this? This is Carly. No, I'm sorry. Here, let me see the. Well, let's do Jack and Carly, because they're at each other's throats in the scene, in the drunk tank.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I can't believe I'm stuck here with you out of everybody in the whole world.
Oh, she's good. I know the feeling.
Hal's gonna find me. He's gonna find me. He's gonna notice I'm gone and gonna find me.
Well, that wouldn't count on you. You haven't exactly made yourself indispensable.
Go away.
You know, as soon as he does find you missing, he'll probably break out the champagne. I know the rest of the department will.
Go away.
You know, you think we should do that? Yeah, you know, I'm getting sick of this place and the company. What do you say we get out of here, huh?
What are you babbling about now?
A deal, Carly. I'll get us out of here on one condition. You come clean and tell me the truth about what you're really up to.
Not in this century.
So you're not going to tell me what's going on.
For a deal like that?
Suit yourself. I can wait as long as you can.
What's that?
What?
You have a cell phone? You have a cell phone and you could have called for me to get us out of here a long time
I
ago?
tried to tell you that.
Look at you.
He grabs her hand. Stop her. Are you still thinking about hitting me?
I should. You could have gotten us
I'm
out of here.
bigger and stronger than you, and I always will be.
You could have gotten us out of here any time. You kept us locked down here.
We tried to make a deal to turn it down. Who tried to make a deal and who turned it down?
Who didn't know you had a phone?
Look, you made me do. What you made me? What is this? Who wrote this? Look what you made me do. I missed it. Look what you made me do. See, this is just. Sorry about this. Take two. Look what you made me do. I missed that call.
I don't give a darn about your stupid call.
I have that phone for emergencies. It could have been important.
You think you are so smart, Jack. If Hal ever finds out what happened down here, you're going to be kicked right off the force.
A, I doubt you're that important to Hal. And B, how's he going to find out? You're sure as hell not going to tell him that you set this whole thing up to get him down here alone. Which leads me to C. I'm still waiting to hear why.
A, if you were right, which B, you're not. Do you really think I'd tell you?
What's your agenda, Carly? I say that a lot. What's your agenda? That's not his M.O.
Jack, I'm going to say this one more time, really slowly. I do not have an agenda. Now use that phone and call for me to get us out of here.
I wish I could.